He's probably gonna expand a bit, I don't know, he didn't tell me yet, but I'm sure I'll be hearing.
Well, it's not.
Yeah, that's what I heard a couple nights ago that
It's not like a great retail spot.
No, it's terrible, you got one in and one out, yeah, they used to have 4 entrances into it, now it's down.
Well, that would just make traffic miserable through there.
Chase Bank's gonna start across the street.
so the other
Rest
question,
of the buyer.
this thing is,
So that's going in.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and he
That
probably
puts
won't be here because he probably didn't think about 6:30.
Towards this way? Is it?
So,
Okay, yeah, there's a 1 acre parcel.
6:30.
Look at it and go.
start this special.
You know what I don't think is the road, waiting at the road, people around there.
Okay.
18.
Yeah.
Why did when they were doing that,
we started the meeting.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. This is a short one to address the OR district. So I'll call roll call Ron Jones, Tom Johnson.
Here.
Debbie Darlis.
Here,
Tom Sargent,
Here.
Patrick Blair,
not here.
Seth.
Here.
Allen, and Colette. Okay. Do I have a motion to accept the agenda?
Okay.
Go ahead, Tom. I'll second.
I'll make the motion, no.
So who's first?
You are.
Oh, okay, I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Okay, this is this is to eliminate the OR. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, so what you have in front of you is, this is the public hearing for 2 zoning resolution text amendments. And this first amendment is the office research area, eliminating the entire section of OR on the map, as well as the text amendment. And then amendment 2 is the light industrial district, and what we did to that is we changed the uses into the LI so that the OR district uses could go into the LI and kind of merge the two, so that going into the LI, any uses in the ORs are on the LI.
We don't have any current ORs that.
No, we eliminated them with the last change of the map off of Mogador. That entire
Right.
section was OR.
That was the only one that we had?
We changed the LI, RR, and R3 over there, so there's
Right.
nothing left.
Right.
So now all we have to do is change the text in the book so that no longer exists.
So that plot that was OR over there would have folded into this anyway.
Yeah, it just went into LI, yeah, just became LI.
Because we really weren't too successful with the OR zoning. It didn't seem to really develop.
No,
Within
we
the
never,
community.
nothing ever came in that
No.
actually matched it, so.
Well, the reasoning, I guess, behind it, from what I was always told, was they didn't know what, they had certain areas that they didn't know what to put, use it for.
Right.
What district to put it in, so they just came up with the OR and made it that. And it's never been used for anything really.
The one thing I'm concerned about is how that's going to affect our land use. Would we need to look at that and see if there's any impact on our land use?
The comprehensive, the land use plan.
Yeah,
So you guys voted, Todd is actually working on it. You guys sent it off to the trustees to have the amendments of the whole entire book that we just did. And trustees awarded money to update the whole book. So I think it was like 10 or 15,000 to update the whole book. So that is being worked on.
so that, for the removal of the OR, will be reflective in the comprehensive land.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because what I don't want to see, because if we eliminate it out of the zoning, but it still is represented in land use, that could get us in a bind.
No, so we sent, you're right. So you're absolutely right. So we sent everything over back to regional. we're using the hours we have this year, but what happened is the trustees say that you use the first set of hours next year to update the book, and if we run out of hours, then they're gonna supplement the money into whatever else we need
Okay.
here there.
Well, I'll make the motion if we're ready to move forward with that.
I think we should probably make a motion to move it to the trustees at the actual
Yeah.
meeting at 7:00, yeah.
Okay,
Okay, very good.
But I don't think anybody's here for this, so we could close this meeting.
Yeah,
well, do we need to talk about amendment 2?
We can talk about amendment 2, yeah.
That
Well, you made
is-
the motion, but who seconded?
Oh, did we? To move it to 7, move it to 7:00?
Or- Do we
Yeah,
have to
we'll-
make a motion for that?
no,
No, the other motion to have it go to the trustees.
Do we?
Well, that's, yeah,
we're
we're
gonna do
doing
that
that
at
at
7.
7:00.
Oh, okay, 7, all right.
So this is just, the second amendment is just absorbing the elimination of the OR, is that correct? Is that the way?
Yeah, so what they did is we just moved and kind of merged the light industrial district with all the uses of the OR. So, we just didn't want them to fall to the wayside. We wanted, if somebody wants to come in with it, where we put it, and I felt the LI was the best. Regional plan, went into regional planning. They tweaked our language, what we sent them, a little bit, which you can see that some of the cross outs and some of the things that went in there, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. This is how it came back approved from regional, and then the next step would be, to send it to the trustees for public hearing and vote. But yeah, it all looks good. The light industrial district is taking off. We have interest every day in light industrial. We had zero interest in OR, never, nothing there. And the next one after this, which we'll probably have to tackle next year, is the RO. And try to figure out what we're gonna do with that, because that really never came to fruition either. And this is just condensing the districts in the map, so it's not so complicated. It's kind of basic, just streamlining. Back in the day, nobody knew what was gonna actually happen and how it was gonna transpire, so it was kind of, Ron, if you probably know better than I would, you kind of transition, zoning is what they
yeah,
discussed it back then, yeah. So,
yeah, it was just we don't know what to do with it, so let's make it something and
see what happens.
let's see what happens, yeah. So,
So we're just locking them in to basically call them what they are now.
Yeah. Okay, and LI, we've got something else going on back by, was it Hammond's or back behind Menards?
Oh, Hamrick. Hamrick is open, they have their occupancy, they're not officially had a ribbon, we had a ribbon cutting when they broke the dirt.
They haven't moved yet,
Yeah.
because they're still over at the old location.
So I assume we'll have that, and then
Martin Wheel, when did they start?
Martin Wheel, the road just got in, so they just paved it all the way to the back, so we should be seeing plans this next year.
Great, and that's behind Menards,
That is behind ours, way in the back.
yeah.
Yeah, that road got extended for them, so, that was part of our TIF project.
Will that road cut back through to the industrial park then?
It does.
It does now?
Well, it doesn't go to the back, it goes to the farthest part of it, to the new industrial, but it doesn't connect into the back.
Is it going to connect in?
No.
Oh, I thought, what?
We had a way of, we wanted to cut through to Mogador. And there was a cut through there, but there's wetlands in the way, and it's too costly.
To build a bridge.
Yeah.
That would have given them another, well, I don't know if it'd have been good, but it would have given them another access, but.
Yeah, I think we'll be pretty good there with the lights we have now. And then you see the new light going in just up from Aldi's.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's getting ready to go.
Lights.
Aldi's looks really good. They're just finishing paving.
When are they opening?
Yesterday, and they were
Yeah, it was not fun driving through there.
No.
Paving.
No, but they were, it looks really good.
They're still looking for a Christmas up there.
That's what I hear. It's, the outside went a lot faster than the inside, so,
You look at all the
Wow.
landscaping and everything done.
yeah, trees are in too.
Well, they were blessed to have really good weather.
Yeah.
I mean, not just warm, but dry.
It's exciting, and Aldi's has got, they went back to 2019 prices for everybody, so.
Yeah, it was funny, I was watching something on the news and it was something about, well, yeah, I think it was something about that, but it was like a negative thing. And I'm like, oh man, that's gotta suck if you're trying to open one. And then the newest article was about that, about dropping it back down to 2019 prices, so.
Yeah, I think Walmart's planning on doing the same. And their edition, Walmart's edition is going good. I was there the other day.
Is that gonna be automotive?
No, this is all that new online orders. They're trying to get it open before Christmas. So this is
Oh,
just
yeah.
to expedite. This is gonna be storage area. They're gonna pull all the stock, put it into this area, and then you have numbers outside. You pull up to a certain number and you can bring out the stuff to you.
Yeah, they're another one that's like, I mean, the good weather has allowed these guys,
Yeah,
except getting concrete.
you can't get concrete. Yeah, I was talking to Rapaski and he said there's only, you get cement from Canada, that's where we're getting it now, France or China. But the EPA can pretty much lock down the state where they can't meet the standards for the EPA. So we're relying on the other countries now to get this stuff.
Yeah, I talked to a guy from Shelley, who used to work from Shelley, and he said they used to get a lot of stuff from Turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought, I can't believe we don't source everything here.
We did. So we did. We had some of that, but I guess it's like a baby.
Now it's being,
It's like, you know, what happened? I guess they can't meet the regulations here. You know, and I'm not so sure that Canada meets the regulations that our EPA sets. So.
well, I know we had our concrete guy call the guy I work with and said, if you got extra work, because my guy, and he's got all these guys working and they were forming jobs and everything, and all of a sudden you can't get the concrete.
We have 3 and 4
Your
suppliers
son is so
on most
patient.
jobs
Pardon me?
because you're only allowed to buy so much concrete per job. So then they'll take 4 suppliers
Mm-hmm.
to get the job.
Yeah, the rationing
Your
basically.
son, does he get bored?
I was just at the food club, food cupboard today, and they can't get potatoes.
Wow. That's a new
There are
one.
no potatoes that they can afford.
Wow.
There's,
So between like all the different breaks in the supply chains, can't get people, can't get shipments, can't get supplies. Can't get-
Very strange times.
you know, it's like the backward food, they
Let's-
can't get.
If everybody's good with this, let's call this public hearing and then we can talk amongst ourselves
Okay.
between the next meeting.
Give me
I make a motion, we close this
Very good.
portion of the meeting.
second, please.
I'll second. Tom's pointing at me.
Okay. All in
He could
favor?
have seconded.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
I gotta tell you,
Okay, we've got to close this.
Back on, it's,
Okay.